Hey, welcome back to another video. This video is about a comparison between the iPad M4 11-inch versus iPad 9 generation 10.2 inch. Let's begin with the design differences. On the back side of these iPads, you will notice first major thing, and that is the camera bump. The camera bump on the iPad Pro M4 variant, you will notice it has a bigger camera bump, has a bigger camera sensor, flash, and a LiDAR, which you don't get on the iPad 9 generation. The iPad 9 generation features a 8 megapixel camera, whereas we get the 12 megapixel camera on the iPad Pro M4. The other thing you might notice is that black bar, which is the antenna, and you get this black notch on the iPad 9 generation. The other difference is in the logo. You will find a slightly bigger logo on the iPad 9 generation as compared to the logo which you get on the iPad M4. Then, being this is a non-pro model, it only says iPad, and since this is a pro model, it says iPad Pro. Then we get these triple dot which you use to connect your folio keyboards, and you will also get these triple dots on your iPad 9 generation, but it is on this side. So let's tag both of these iPads on each other and see what is the actual size differences. iPad Pro M4 is slightly bigger from this side, and rest it is almost equal. There's no difference. Let's see the differences on the bottom side. The first difference you might notice, iPad M4 has more speaker dots as compared to iPad 9 generation. Plus, iPad M4 has a USB-C as compared to Lightning port on your iPad 9 generation. Let's move the side. On this side, you notice this is the magnetic, and you can connect your pencil from this side, and then we have a volume rockers on the both side. And there is one more thing that you might notice. We have a flat sides on the iPad M4 as compared to rounded edges on the iPad 9 generation. Then we have this. This is a cellular version which also comes with the option to insert your SIMs. We get that SIM option there. And this little dot is also a microphone dot, which you don't get on the iPad 9 generation. Let's move to the upper side. The difference in upper side is we get the same power button on both sides, but we have the more speaker dots on the M4 variant. We don't get any more speakers on the top side of the iPad 9 Gen, but we did get the headphone jack on the iPad 9 Gen, which is not available on the iPad M4. Let's move the sides, and now if you see, the iPad M4 side is completely clean. There is nothing, but we get these triple dots to connect your keyboard folios. Let's move to the bottom side that we have already covered. Now let's move to the front side. Okay, so let's move to the display side. The first thing you might notice is the display quality is quite different in both devices because it offers the tandem OLED display which has the 120 Hz display. Look at this, how smooth that is as compared to iPad 9 Gen. But the display quality of iPad 9 Gen is not that bad, and it has one of the best LCD displays you might find in market. Now, the bezels on both sides are quite different. You get huge bezels on the top and bottom side of the iPad 9 generation as compared to we have a slimmer bezels on the iPad M4. There is another difference in the camera positions. You will get the camera on the top of your iPad 9 generation, and you will usually hold the iPads that way because this is the straight direction of holding the iPad, but we don't hold the iPads while making the video calls in the same direction. What we do is when we are making a video call, we usually hold the iPad in this direction, and while holding the iPad in this direction, you will find because the camera is there, you will find yourself your image in the video might be in this side or on the right side. However, Apple has fixed this issue by changing the camera direction from this position to this position. And now when you hold your iPad in this position while making video calls, you will notice your image in the video will be in the center. On the iPad 9 generation, we get the home button with the integrated fingerprint scanner, which you can use to unlock your device. On the other hand, we have a face unlocking mechanism on the iPad Pro M4. So this is the display quality on the iPad Pro M4 versus the display quality we are getting on the iPad 9 generation. It has a OLED display and it has a LCD display. The quality in the display is quite different, but still, if you don't use the OLED display and you only rely on this and you keep using this, you will start loving the display of the iPad 9 Gen as well. For a quick comparison to understand how both of these devices will handle the Roblox, I'm gonna play the Sonic on the Roblox on both of these devices to see how they react. The display quality is slightly better on the M4, but still it's very good on the iPad 9 Gen as well. The loading time was slightly quicker on the M4. Seriously, iPad 9 Gen is not that far behind. Gonna play start. So the camera movement is quite good on both of these. The display quality on the iPad M4 is better. So after playing this game for a few minutes, I can say you will love the experience of playing these games on both of these devices. Obviously, you might get a little more fun playing the game on the M4 variant because it has better display and it has a 120 hertz refresh rate. But still, the iPad 9 generation is also a very good device to play these games. That was a very quick comparisons. I did not do any speed test or anything which people usually do because I do believe we should be doing something which is more practical, which we do on everyday basis and how we experience the device. And that is it. Please do let me know in the comment section below of how was your thoughts about this video. Thank you.